You're watching Outside. I'm Chris Proulx in the North Conway studio, and we are about to go skiing. We're bringing in the expert from New Hampshire's largest ski area. It's Craig Clemmer, who joins us from Bretton Woods at the Omni Mount Washington Resort. Craig, thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me, Chris.
That is a beautiful backdrop there at the Mount Washington Hotel and the Alpine ski area in the background. Before we get into ski conditions, because you guys, I know, have really good conditions, blowing snow nonstop, this is a huge year for Bretton Woods, I understand.
Absolutely. You know, it is our 50th anniversary. We kicked off the season with a bit of a celebration, but it's really going to be about a celebration all season long this year. So we were the last of the major ski areas to open up here in New England, and the hotel behind me was the last of the Grand Hotels. So we hold that near and dear to our hearts, but we definitely look forward to families coming out and celebrating with us all season long.
50 years of Bretton Woods, and we'll get to some specific celebrations coming up in just a second. But let's get to the skiing, because that's first and foremost at Bretton Woods. For someone who's never been to Bretton Woods, first of all, describe the resort. What awaits us for alpine skiing at Bretton Woods?
Well, you know, as we said, you know, it's really what drives the engine up here in the wintertime. The hotel wasn't open until 1999 in the wintertime. So right now it's one of our highest seasons. So we are blessed to have Bretton Woods across the street, New Hampshire's largest ski area, as you mentioned. And we have 3 mountains and 464 skiable acres. Right now, our snow team has been out there since really late October. We opened up early this year, had our third best Thanksgiving ever over at Bretton Woods, and just a lot of great skiing terrain for the entire family. The nice thing about Bretton Woods is the family can get out there. We can all take the lift or the gondola up together, and then there's a trail for everybody to come down, whether you want to get out there and ski more aggressively or whether you need the easier way down. That's really what Bretton Woods offers, is that great family ski experience centralized around that base lodge.
And readers of Ski Magazine, one of our sister publications, agree once again. They have voted Bretton Woods top 20 in the East, I think number 4 overall on the entire eastern seaboard. And one of the comments that you hear over and over again is family friendly, but also snow quality. Why is your snow so good?
Well, it's really that continued investment that our ownership with Omni has continued to make. We continue to add to our snow gun collection. Those high impact snow guns really, when I first got here, you know, you have good conditions for 3 days in a row, you could get a trail open. Now, all we really need is about 24 hours of perfect conditions, and those snow guns really can open up a lot of terrain very quickly. So it's that continued investment. You know, we're known for our snow, but we're also known for our grooming. So continuing to invest in our grooming fleet, people really look towards us for that corduroy, and what we don't make, Mother Nature takes care of as well with the Bretton Woods flurries. So we have that beautiful upslope flurries that we get here throughout the season. So we always look for a little bit of fresh powder out there on the edges and some great grooming in the middle.
I witnessed that firsthand in early December. It was sunny in North Conway here for several days, but you look up towards Mount Washington, there's a cloud bank pressed up right against the western edge, and I'm like, it's snowing at Bretton Woods. And sure enough, I check your snow reports, 2 inches here, 2 inches there. By the end of the week, Bretton Woods has a foot that nobody else has.
No, it really is that geographic alignment of the ski hill, the hotel, and really Mount Washington supporting us with all of that natural snow that really supplements what we don't already make ourselves.
All right, and one last kudos from me before we get to some more event-specific things. I love your lift system there, because one of the things that is kind of undervalued at resorts is the lift systems and the ability to disperse people quickly, so you can find your own part of the mountain very quickly and enjoy uncrowded trails. In Bretton Woods, between your high-speed quads and your new gondola, you've really nailed it.
No, it really is that continued investment in that. Those detachable quads really give us the uplift capacity that everybody's always enjoyed, spreading everybody out across all 3 peaks. That's really a game changer for us. And then adding that refinement of the gondola, 36 cars, 8 passengers, getting everybody from the base up to the new Rosebrook Lodge in just under 5 minutes. It really wasn't the uplift capacity we needed, it was the refinement of that product. And we actually have, multiple generations that not only ski with us, but if grandma doesn't ski anymore, she could take that gondola up, sit up there at the switchback, have a cup of coffee, have some lunch, watch the kids ski by. It really is pulling people back into the sport where they've never been. before. And that facility, 16,000 square feet, just put in a few years ago. It is probably the premier lodge in the East Coast.
And the views are sublime. We're looking right over towards Mount Washington as well.
It truly is. You've got that little jewel of a hotel right there in the center of it all, and that backdrop. You're not going to find much better views on the East Coast, that's for sure.
So if you're going to Bretton Woods either this vacation week or at any point this winter, you're going to find great skiing on great snow. Lots of snowmaking happening as we speak. Let's also talk about the off-slope fun that you can have at Bretton Woods. I want to get into the après ski scene a little bit with your 50th anniversary being celebrated all season long. You guys have a great après ski lineup right at the base lodge.
No, absolutely. Whether you're having lunch up top or libation up top, we're going to really celebrate and go pretty strong with our après ski environment. We're going to kick it off moving forward December 30th. We're doing a 70s retro après ski, so we're encouraging everybody to, go into your mother's closet, your grandmother's closet, find some great 70s apparel, and come out and join us on January 22nd. We're doing an 80s retro fun après down there as well at Slopeside. So I might even break out the mullet again. Who knows? It could happen, Chris. And then for those children of the 90s or people that look back at the 90s, we're going to be doing something on February 24th for that, which will be a 90s retro fun activity. But probably one of the nearest and dearest events that we're doing this year to me personally is the Lift Our Community event. So that's an all season long auction. We are actually giving you opportunity to buy a little piece of Bretton Woods history and maybe hang it up in your backyard. We are auctioning off 50 of the original B lifts from Bretton Woods. We opened up with 8 trails and 2 lifts and a T-bar back in 1973. And to celebrate our 50th, we're going to give those back to the community. So we've identified about 50 charities in the area, everything from like Mount Eustis and some of the lost and hidden ski areas of the North Country, as well as Omni's commitment to say goodnight to hunger. We're giving a chair to each of the 7 food pantries that service this community. And so we're going to do that all season long. Go online, go to brettonwoods.com/auction, put in a bid, take care of the charity that you want to really focus on and have us look at. And I think it's going to be a great thing, and it's going to culminate in an event celebration of that on March 23rd. So we're looking forward to not only taking great care of the community, the ski community, the rider community all season long, but we want to give back to the sport that we all love. And the best way we can do that is to make sure that these charity events really strengthen the North Country and strengthen our local community.
That is a fantastic idea. And if I want to bid on one of these chairs, how do I do that?
Yeah, you just go right online. It's an online bid. Once again, you go to brettonwoods.com, check out our snow report, see how many skiable acres we have going at that time. But then take that moment to click over there to auction. It's right in the sub-navigation bar. There's a thing, an icon for Lift Our Community. You click on that. You go online, you make your bid early, bid often, and once again, support the charity that supports our local community. And we would truly appreciate that. But the nice part is, everybody wants a lift to be able to hang on their tree in their backyard, and it's a little piece of history. You can sit out there in the summertime and dream of skiing while you have a libation and look at your grass grow.
And the other thing before we say goodbye that I love about Bretton Woods is the variety of things to do, whether you're a skier, whether you're not a skier, and it kind of independent of the weather, there is something to do, whether it's enjoying a nice down day in the spa at the Mount Washington Hotel, or maybe you have a little bit of an adrenaline urge, an adventure urge. You want to get the adrenaline flowing, you can take one of the high canopy tours at the ski area.
Yeah, there are so many different things to do for every mindset, whether you're just here to enjoy a beautiful meal in the Mount Washington Hotel. We just opened up the Bretton Woods, Bretton Arms dining room, which is another one of our 4 diamond dining rooms. But you can install the kinks on the hill and we'll get rid of them in the spa. That 25,000 square foot spa is awesome, but the holidays really is a special time here at the hotel in particular. We have a 10-foot by 10-foot gingerbread house that we're serving cookies and hot cocoa and some adult beverages out of right there in the lobby. We're doing elf tuck-ins for the kids upon request. We're doing so many different events to really truly celebrate the holiday season. So once again, families year after year come up here, take their turns at Bretton Woods, maybe take a few holiday pictures for the Christmas card next year. And it's just great to watch the families come together and grow and enjoy Bretton Woods for everything that it has to offer.
All right. And finally, I know Bretton Woods several years ago said we have the best ski experience in the entire White Mountains. What can we do to make it even better? And you came up with the idea of the Waffle Hut. So now when you go skiing, you can start with a delicious waffle at the base.
Yeah, there's some. I mean, on property, we have about 18 food and beverage outlets altogether. Obviously, especially racers, they come off the hill. Sometimes they get rewarded with a waffle. Other times, they're just looking for a little grab and go. But there are so many different options, as you said, Chris, here at the Omni Mount Washington Resort. There's a little bit of something for everybody. Go in, explore the website. If you're looking for opportunities to come up here and ski and lodge with us, we welcome that. We have our Stay Here Ski Free package available. And one other thing I forgot to mention too is we have a great package really focusing on our new presidential wing, those 69 new rooms we added. You can actually come up here and it's a raise your glass. So a toast to Bretton Woods. We actually partnered with Tuckerman's, and we have a Kolsch beer that has the original bee lift on the can. We have the gondola beer, the IPA Trailhead, and you get 2 commemorative glasses. And we also partnered with Randolph Engineering out of Boston, which is a sunglass manufacturer. We did a really cool retro photo shoot, 1970s vintage apparel on the mountain last year, and they gave us 50 pairs of these really high-end aviator sunglasses that you'll actually get as part of that package when you stay at the presidential wing. And we've also have the presidential club lounge for you to enjoy down there as well. So you could have a little bit of breakfast and coffee, some complimentary beer and wine cocktails and some appetizers at the end of the day. So many options here at Bretton Woods. The choices are yours, and we look forward to welcoming you.
So many things to do. We could literally talk to you, Craig, for a couple hours and not even touch the tip of the iceberg. But what I would recommend to all of you viewers out there is get up to Bretton Woods. First, maybe do some of your own research online, brettonwoods.com, but then just go, take your family, and experience this part of the White Mountains. It is like it's like a Hallmark movie. It's a little snow globe, the perfect American ski vacation that you only see on these vintage movies. So, yeah. See it, enjoy it, explore it. Craig, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, thank you, Chris.
We'll be right back. You're watching Outside.